and we are continuing our family engagement virtually unstoppable conversations. We are here with none other than Rice Creek School with the Savannah Chatham School District. Stacy, how are you?
Good. How are you? I'm doing good.
Stacy, we are so excited about your presentation to talk about it, to dive in deeper. I mean, the buzz was real. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, how did they do all that? And so I just want to jump right into this conversation
Okay.
and ask you what inspired it, and also who were your collaborators?
So when I got the email from my program manager, I just knew we had to do it because we here at Rice Creek really like to think outside the box. We have a lot of really creative teachers who know how to do all the techie blue screen or green screen and all the fancy editing. So I brought it to their attention. I brought it to admin. They were like, absolutely, you guys have to do this. And we jumped right in and we sat around. It was myself, some of the gifted teachers, our administration, whoever was in the building. We all just kind of sat down, threw out ideas, and then there was a lead teacher on it. He took off. He said, "You're going to stand here, do this, wear that." And there it was.
I felt like it was a movie production. I mean, it's like everything was just so well organized, and
He is
your
very
community.
much a director.
Oh my goodness. And then talk about too, because I know your principal talked at the end. We had a lot of fun with that. Susan, I think that was your favorite part with
It
the
was.
principal.
It was. Because I was in a school, I was a teacher before, and I thought that what a great principal, what a good sense of humor.
Yes.
Y'all are great actors. If you ever want to give up the school gig,
Hey,
go into acting. I'm telling you, y'all did an amazing job.
He would
Amazing.
love to
So
hear that. He is awesome. He is an amazing principal, really fun and funny. It just, that's the vibe of our school is just, we're fun and we all really get along, and it's a good environment. It's a positive environment here for sure.
and
well,
then
and that has to extend to your kids at your school and their
Yes,
families as well.
absolutely.
What has been y'all's biggest success this year in terms of reaching out to families in this new world that we find ourselves in?
Well, honestly, I think our biggest success was reaching out through the students themselves. So, oftentimes, virtual learning is challenging. These families are frustrated. Sometimes there's some gaps with, knowing the tech. So, but there's one thing though that I think is just obvious is the kids nowadays are so tech savvy. They know
Yes.
all things Google, Twitter, all the things. I have a teenage boys myself, so they are like, "Mom, you have to do this. You have to. It's the Instagram. What? I don't know what that is. Okay." So I think when it came to the challenges with the families, maybe not understanding or having some issues, we went to the students and we said, "Hey, show your mom where to go, or grandma or grandpa, show them where to go. You know how to get there, so show them." So through the students themselves has been just very successful.
Excellent. How did you all share with your families that y'all were some of the winners? How did you get that word out? Because that's
We,
something to really be proud of.
well, we put it on our Facebook page and our website, and did the whole congratulations thing. And you can't see behind me, but on the background, our media specialist actually printed the banner really large, so we have it around the school, we have it everywhere. We framed the certificate and changed our banner on our Facebook page, our cover photo, to the banner. And so everybody was really excited. We sent out an email and we got a lot of, "Oh my goodness, we're so proud of you and excited." So
Well,
they were happy just like we were.
that's great.
And on the contrary, let's talk about some of the challenges because, needless to say, this has been a very unique year. So,
Yes,
what are some of the
definitely.
challenges that you all experienced this year, and how were you able to overcome those challenges or still working on them?
Well, I think the biggest challenge, kind of how I said earlier, is the gap in tech, right? A lot of our families are English learners. A lot of our families are being raised by older guardians or grandparents who may not know how to navigate the tech that fluid. So I think that's been our biggest challenge, is just making sure that we convey the information that we would like in a way that's easily understandable. So for us, we really want to try to make videos or do things that are very visual and in both languages, or all the languages that we have here at Rice Creek, so that it's understandable in a way that's efficient and effective.
Mhm. Right. Wow. Great.
So, thinking about everything you've been through this year, the video, the outreach, the family engagement, what words of wisdom do you have to share with other schools and when they're trying to engage their families under difficult and challenging circumstances?
So I would say that the words of wisdom I would give are just understanding that a lot of people in family engagement positions or even just school communicators in general come from educator backgrounds. So it could be challenging when we put out information or use educator lingo that a lot of parents don't understand. I do not come from an educator background, which, could either hurt or help me. But I know that sometimes we can use lingo like standards, literacy, things that to most educators just comes very easily natural. A lot of parents don't know what that is. In fact, my son had been given a choice board, and in the corner were the standards, so had the numbers and the dots. My husband and I clicked on them because we thought that they were links. We had no idea. We just don't know. But now we know what the standards are. So it's making sure that when parents have questions or they're confused, to handle it with grace and to understand that they might not know the lingo, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that they're not capable of comprehending or understanding. It's just clarifying in a way that might not be educator lingo.
Right. Good.
And Stacey, you guys really collaborated with a lot of community partners. Can you talk about that? How did you form those partnerships? Because a lot of times we have our coordinators and they need support, but they don't really know how to go out and get it. So what words of wisdom would you provide concerning that?
Knowing that you can, knowing that these companies, these local businesses, they don't bite. It is intimidating at first, I think, to ask, because you don't want to feel like you're asking for money or a lot of like monetary or physical things, and you don't have to. That's the joy of it, is pushing and advertising your school in a mutually beneficial way. So how we do it is we come up with a letter and we say, congratulations, Rice Creek School is kicking off their sponsorship program, right? And we
Mm,
push it to say, we'd love for you to participate. And we pass those letters out to all the local businesses in our area and say, these are ways that you can help. And they're not always monetary. Maybe we would like you to volunteer your time. Maybe we would just like you, we want to advertise for you. We think that the product or the organization that you have is amazing and could benefit our families. So we really just push it as mutually beneficial, and you can't be afraid. Just go out there, smile. A lot of times these local businesses want to help schools. People love teachers, people love kids, people love education. So, sparking that in them makes them want to help you. And it's really exciting when they do, because some sponsors and business partners go above and beyond.
yeah, good point. And I love that you said congratulations. So it
Right.
makes you feel like, yes, this is
They're
something
like, what did we
big.
win?
Yeah.
Somebody to help us. Yay.
Yes, it's a family school community partnership. That's
Right.
what you're saying.
Absolutely. Great job.
So as you continue, Stacey, your virtually unstoppable quest, tell me what are some of those specific plans and things that you plan to do next year to continue engaging your families and community?
Well, with the hope that next year looks a little more traditional, like what we're used to, we're hoping to have more in-person events that are engaging and fun. Rice Creek School is known for having a good time. Our turnouts are incredible. Our trunk or treat, we have something that we call the reading, writing, arithmetic rodeo, where we encourage our families to dress up. We dress up. We have our community sponsors come. They dress up, and it's a huge turnout. And in those events, we hand out community resources, educational resources, but we have a good time, we have fun, and we really build that community relationship, that positive school culture and environment. And it's helpful. Families love it. We love it. We all have a good time. So hopefully, if we're not virtual next year, we can go back to having some of those fun in-person events.
But if you are virtual, talk about some of the things that you all are doing virtually to engage your families.
Sure. So we have some Zoom meetings that we host. We reach out. Well, first, we reach out to our community of families and we say, what are some things that you need help with? What are some things that you would like more information on? And then we get together as team here and we go, okay, how can we make this virtual? And lots of times it's through a Zoom meeting. We have something, I don't know if it's all of Georgia, but Power School, right? That's been huge this year, the parent portal login. That's challenging for a lot of parents. So we reach out, they said, hey, we need help. So we hosted a Power School 101 series. We made videos customized to our school that show how to log in, where to go to log in, who to contact if you can't log in, all the different things. We sometimes have online Q&A sessions where parents can come and just vent. They're frustrated. We get it. They can come and vent. They can come and share their successes or their challenges that they're facing, and we're there for them. And I think that means a lot.
Mhm. Wow, absolutely. Okay, Stacey, we're going to go ahead and turn it over to you because you
Okay.
have some specific PowerPoints and strategies that you can share for our family engagement partners. So go
Okay.
ahead and share your screen.
All right. Okay, so the first thing I think I want to show is our actual family engagement website. So as family engagement facilitators, I think it's important that we put the content that we're sharing in our own hands, and the timeline as well. So I'll start with Google Sites. This is our family engagement Google site website. It's a
Wow.
one-stop shop, which I think is incredibly important to make it easy for families to navigate. On this website, they can go and find any possible thing that we discuss at the school to include Title I documents. And I think that's really important, but I'll get to that. So the front page, they can come get more information on myself, how to email me. And over here, it's just links. So we have quick links to what is Title I, the Title I documents, different resources, community resources. Um, Virtual learning help is a big one. This is where those videos that I told you we customized for our school, you can find those on here. They're right here. And we did a whole series on Power School, It's Learning, all the different virtual platforms that we're utilizing here in Spanish-Chatham. So they can come here. And if you notice, they don't have to click out of this website to get the information. They are here. This is the home. This is where they go and find everything. They do not have to leave. So I'm scrolling within the site. I don't have to go anywhere else. And I think that's huge. So let's see. One way though, Title I, and this is where we post all of our pictures of the fun stuff that we do.
Yes, looks like a
So,
lot of fun.
lots of fun. This was the trunk or treat. It was a lot of fun. But so for the Title I documents, I know that's huge for a lot of us facilitators in trying to find a way to make it easy, getting the compacts out and back and all of that. Right here, if they go here, they can actually view all of the documents that we send out, and they can
Wow.
scroll again right here on their phone, on their website. They don't have to leave. And then if they come down here, they can view our compacts and all of that. And when they scroll up to the top, they can fill out their compact and policy acknowledgement form right on the website. They don't have to leave. So they just fill this
Wow.
information out, and there you go. I turn this into my program manager, and I've met that capacity. It's that simple.
Wow.
So that's really helpful, I think.
Yes.
Um, Now, a quick way to get to this, I know one of the things was how to use QR codes and bit.ly links. Um, QR codes are quick response codes. You might have seen them. They look like this. They're those weird little barcode things.
Mhm.
Um, these are really helpful because a lot of kids, students, or even parents, guardians have smartphones, and all they have to do is open up their camera app and hold it over this little code, and it scans it, and it takes them right to where they need to go. So let's see. If I go here, I can give some examples of ways we've used them. You can customize your QR codes to be fun. You can put little pictures in it. Right now, with COVID-19, there's a lot of things going on. So to answer the check-in questions and things, QR codes are very helpful. You can blow them up on huge poster paper and have them outside your school or all around your school with different information so parents can just go by and scan them. And it's no touch, COVID friendly, all of that. And then if they need to sign up, if you have Google Forms or sign up sheets, you can make a QR code that links them directly to that as well. As what a bit.ly is, let's see, I have an image on that. So a bit.ly is a shortened URL. And I know it's a lot of techie stuff, but it can be really beneficial if you look into it. So a bit.ly is a shortened URL. So typically you'd see a website link that looks like this, www.a million thousand letters / numbers. If you go to bit.ly, you can transform that link into something small. So something that originally would have looked like this now is simple. It just is bit.ly, bit.ly/RCS, and that'll take you wherever you want to go. Another really cool thing that bit.ly does is it measures the clicks and where they are coming from, where their origin is. So we put a lot of effort into creating social media flyers, videos, all of that, but it's interesting to see how effective are they? Who are they reaching? Is that the best avenue for advertisement? So when you make a bit.ly link, you go onto the bit.ly website in the back end of it, and you can see where they clicked, how many times they clicked, that's helpful because if I've spent, a few hours making a video and it only had 2 clicks from Facebook, but it had 50 from my website, I then know in the future that advertising on my website might be a little more beneficial. I'll still advertise on both, but I might push it or advertise more on the website. So that can be really helpful as well. Let's see.
It's very nice, very good information. Definitely something that we use some of them as well. So yes, we can definitely
It's really
attest
helpful.
to it. Yeah.
Tech is it's crazy. I'm not used to it
Difficult.
all, but I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. My kids are teaching me, the students show stuff, so it's nice. It's sometimes hard to, you don't want to, well, okay. So the Google site, to me, why it's beneficial is you might have your normal school Facebook page or website. You don't might not want to clutter that with a lot of the different flyers and things that get sent to us, but you still want to put that information out. Having a separate website or a link where parents can go, you can put as much of the fun stuff as you want, but you're not losing the important messages that maybe need to go on the registered school site. So I think, that's helpful as well. One last thing, since I went through the QR codes, the bit.ly links, and the Google sites, that sponsorship letter that I was talking about earlier, if anybody wants to pause it to look, this is kind of what we throw out there. So it's the whole
Oh, wow.
congratulations. You put it on your letterhead, put your hashtag,
Nice.
and it just goes through and explains that we are a Title I school, and these are the ways that you can help. So we send that out, and we get people to want to help us.
It's very beneficial. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Stacey, thank you so much. Wow, what a wealth of information that you have provided to our coordinators, our school staff, our other district leaders. This is wonderful. Anything else that you'd like to share at this time?
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. This was so much fun. I didn't think that it would turn into this and sharing, but I love it. I think it's great. I hope that the information I shared is useful and effective for somebody out there. And just thank you so much. And thank you to obviously my Rice Creek family here. They're awesome. They're supportive. They're actually waiting for this to end so I can go tell them how it went. So they're going to cheer and all that. So thank you for the
Well,
Oh,
you
opportunity.
can
thank
share that. You can share with them that you did an excellent job, and
Oh,
your enthusiasm, I wish we could model.
oh, thank you.
you. Yes, all that extraness, as she
All
said,
that energy,
extra.
Yes.
absolutely.
All right, thanks. Good job.
Thanks,
Bye.
Stacy. Bye.
Right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dawn.